Okay, next up on our agenda, Rdale Proud, School of Engineering and Arts, Superintendent Stallo.
Excellent. Good evening, all. This is one of the highlights of all of our school board meetings. Each month, we invite principals of all of our schools to volunteer to come forward and share some of the great work that they are doing. So this evening, Dr. Principal Hansen and her team of both staff and amazing students will be sharing a little bit of how C integrates learning with nature-based experiences. So with that, I'll hand it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, Chair Evans-Becker, members of the school board, and Superintendent Stallo. Thank you for the opportunity for us to be here this evening. My name is Heather Hansen, and I'm the proud principal of the School of Engineering and Arts. I'm here tonight with a team of people, family members, parents that came tonight, but also our admin intern, Kelly Delacruz, our second grade teachers, Martha Hovde and Toby Kreifels, and our students, fifth grade students, Drexton, Maddox, Greta, and Jane. Together, we're excited to share how outdoor learning is being integrated into teaching and learning at sea, and how it connects with the Robbinsdale Area Schools strategic plan and our commitment to engaging students in their learning.
So C is, the C mission statement tries to provide a stimulating and engaging atmosphere that fosters all students' innate curiosity and joy of discoveries to achieve high levels of success. And also students will positively contribute as members of a diverse and global community. Okay. And outdoor learning is an educational approach that takes learning into the beyond the traditional classroom and into natural or outdoor environments. Or you could also say that outdoor learning empowers students to learn through experience and see the world as a classroom filled with opportunities for discovery.
The district plan has 4 parts: the academic achievement, student engagement, collaboration and partnership, and staff investment and impact. Outdoor learning academically honors diverse learning styles and backgrounds. Student engagement fosters creativity and curiosity and inquiry-based learning. Collaboration and partnership. C has partnerships with the Jeffers Foundation, the DNR, Eagle Scouts, and parent volunteers. Staff investment and impact. Staff development and planning, preparation, supported by admin and teacher leadership. Benefits of outdoor learning. Outdoor learning nurtures the entirety of a child academically, socially, emotionally, and physically. It engages their senses, curiosity, and creativity to deepen understanding and make learning more meaningful. Outdoor experiences improve focus, motivation, and academic performance. Being outdoors helps reduce stress and anxiety. Some more benefits of outdoor learning are taking care of outdoor learning spaces, gardens, and habitats, instills a sense of accountability and stewardship. Outdoor learning can connect schools with local parks, nature centers, and environmental organizations. Outdoor learning honors diverse cultural relationships with nature and creates inclusive learning spaces.
outdoor learning spaces, we have 10 outdoor learning spaces. My personal two favorites are the Big Rock Woods and the Secret Woods. I'll tell you why. Number one, we got to observe flowers grow in the Big Rock Woods. We got to plant trees to help the ecosystem. We also got to watch a bee's nest grow. In the Secret Woods, we got to watch an animal decay, and we had academic time to build forts out of natural resources. Some other outdoor learning spaces we have are the Pollinator Garden, Chickadee Landing, and we have flood mitigation. So in flood mitigation, it's like, have you guys ever seen those theaters with the big seats almost? Amphitheater. It's stone amphitheater statues or seating areas. In Chickadee Landing, we get to watch birds feed because there is bird houses and bird feeders. In Pollinator Garden, we get to watch the ecosystem evolve around it.
Some of C's learning highlights include trout, weather graphing, and science notebooks. In 5th grade, C students get to raise trout and then release them back into the wilderness at the end of the year. In 4th and 5th, students make graphs to track the weather throughout the school year. Almost all grades have science notebooks where they write down their questions and observations while doing outdoor learning. More learning highlights include gardening, poetry, and chickens. At C, we do a lot of gardening, such as planting carrots, flowers, and trees. In upper elementary, we wrote poems based on nature and hung them up in the front woods. At C, we own chickens that we take care of and observe.
Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about how everything's integrated, because when you get everything integrated across those curriculum areas, it really cements all the learning and ties it all together. And like Jane talked about the trout presentations, as a teacher of a younger grade, when the 5th graders come in to the younger grades and teach us all about the trout, and it is just fantastic. They make the presentations, they take the questions from the kids, they do a fantastic job. And she also talked about weather. Not only do we collect the weather, but they also write about the climate of Minnesota and compare it to other states. And we also integrate social studies at that time, and they talk about the states and landmarks in those different states. In gardening, we also graph what they have in the garden, just fantastic. The listening walks were integrated with music. Our music teacher went out and did listening walks, and they made instruments and heard different musical sounds in nature. And the ever popular pumpkin drop, we do grow pumpkins, and in the pumpkin drop, it is so much excitement. They designed not only for a couple weeks before a contraption to protect the pumpkin, and they have to collect recyclable items to make that contraption. Just absolutely fun. And the flood mitigation system, I know Maddox said it was the amphitheater. Oh, it's more than that. If you want to see something exciting, one of the 2nd grade standards is following where rainwater goes. And those kids' excitement as they followed where that water went, just beyond belief. Number one, just being out in the rain was fun. And then when they got to follow it down to the drain, they thought this was the coolest thing ever. We also do force and motion sledding, all-time favorite. And seed dispersal, how different seeds travel. They go out and it starts when they get a burr stuck on them on a forest walk. Then they wonder how that happened. And then the next thing, they're designing and engineering new ways for seeds to disperse.
right, for our outdoor learning, we have a lot of collaborations and partnerships. We work closely with the DNR. We have part of our grounds is designated as a school forest by the DNR. So they come out and work with us. We have a school forester that works with us on taking care of the school forest. We've worked closely with the Jeffers Foundation. They do a lot of outdoor learning and tying it not only to science, but to other content areas as well to really integrate and teach all content outside. We work with field trips, doing a lot, especially with the Three Rivers Park District. Richardson Nature Center is one of those. Eagle Scouts and Seven Dreams Foundation have been instrumental in supporting some of the infrastructure we have in our outdoor classroom spaces, as well as providing materials for students for learning outside. We work closely with district buildings and grounds to help care for our spaces and in installing different outdoor classroom spaces as well. And for professional development, that's been a really big piece in making outdoor learning happen at C because teachers have to understand how to effectively use the outdoors as a classroom. And it's not just being outside, but really integrating that into our learning. So the Science House from this is part of this Science Museum, and they were instrumental in the initial professional development when C started. The C STEAM coordinator that we had in the beginning years really connected with teachers on modeling lessons, as well as coaching, leading PD, and bringing in other organizations like the Jeffers Foundation. Hamline University's Center for Global Environmental Education has provided a lot of resources. We're currently working with the Science and Engineering Practices in Action modules that they have created. And we had teachers in this photo here that participated in the teacher field school in the past, and that was a volunteer opportunity that those teachers gave up a few weekends during the year to really immerse themselves in outdoor learning.
All right, and then we come to our community support. So we've talked a lot about our partnerships, but we really, really work closely with our community. They really help to support and sustain our outdoor learning and our spaces. It's essential that we work together and we're working collaboratively, not only to launch new outdoor initiatives, but also how do we maintain everything that we've started to develop. And so we have to maintain it so it'll develop and grow over time. We talked about different examples of our outdoor learning spaces, so I won't go over those. But the support from our community, such as our PTA, our parent volunteers, our generous donations, and our grants really play a vital role in how we nurture our outdoor learning and our initiatives getting those started. So these partnerships really allow our students to have the most authentic learning outdoor experience that we want them to have.
As we've incorporated outdoor learning at the School of Engineering and Arts, it's been inspiring as the principal just to talk to teachers and parents within our community. I talked to Liz Kinville, she's a 4th grade teacher at the School of Engineering and Arts, and she told me, because they all knew that we were coming here to present, and I was asking her if she had a quote, and she said, well, I've taken my students outdoors every day for 2 years. I go, oh, that's a good one. So she's really, the teachers there at C are committed to providing opportunities for our students to be able to use the outdoors as the largest classroom that we have. And her quote is, outdoor learning has transformed my teaching by intentionally planning integrated lessons to use in the outdoor classroom. I've helped my students develop academically, grow their curiosity, improve self-regulation skills, and connect with nature. And our parents, do a lot of volunteering and are active in our community as well. And I connected with Katie Cervenka, just asking her what her thoughts were on outdoor learning spaces. And she lives in the neighborhood, so she just said that it's a meaningful way for students to connect with nature and develop that lifelong love and care for our planet. We'd also like to thank, again, on behalf of C, we want to thank Chair Evans Becker, Superintendent Stallo, and members of the board for your continued support of innovation and experiential learning opportunities within Robbinsdale Area Schools. Thank you for having us. Thank you for listening.